Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. Okay, let's go. So let's open up the uh, PDF,
Yep.
and we're gonna have the two techniques. And then next week we start lesson week 13, which will be a different technique I'm going to emphasize. Okay, so this is
Mm-hmm.
the last of emphasizing the object technique for at least a couple of weeks. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So today we're gonna do object technique and then of course the storytelling. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So let's scroll down and we know the reviews and all this. Let's scroll down to, let me see, where did we left off last time? Okay, let's go to page 30.
Yep.
Now
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of a warm up, all right? And a lot of these items, objects, you're not really, I don't know the name to a lot of these personally,
Yes.
but we've seen
Yes.
them. We've seen them in the kitchen. We've seen,
Yes.
we've been around them all our lives, most likely,
Yes. Yes.
and we know kind of the function of them, but I don't know the names, to be honest. Okay, and
Yes.
so the point of
But
the
actually,
section, huh?
all of them are just the cookers.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's a kitchenware, right? Stuff that you need for
Kitchenware. Okay.
yeah. So
Kitchenware.
go through, and we'll start with the top left one, obviously, the first one on the list. So there is six rows, and each row has 6 items. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Item or object is the same for our purposes. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
start with the first one, and follow our
Okay.
structure. What do you describe what you see? How is it used, and where can you see it? It is a warm up for you, and the more detail you get using simple
Yes.
English, the better the practice is. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Right.
And the the first kitchenware is usually made of wood, and it talk about its shape. It's just like a very thick stick made of wood, and there's 2 bar on both of the tip of the wooden stick, and at the middle of it, the middle part can be scroll just around.
Like a roll.
How to say that?
You can
Yeah,
roll.
can be. Yeah, it can roll. If you usually people can hold these tools with the 2 bars at both sides, and put it on something, and take it forward and back, and the middle of the middle part can be rolled. Forth and back also. Many times people usually want to make something like bread and noodles, and something just want to use use powder. Yeah. Yeah, they want
flour, right? Flour.
Yeah. They want to use the powder flour, and they want to let the flour into a kind of solid object, and make it into a very thin piece, and usually want to use these tools to change the shape of it. And of course we can also find it in the kitchen. And I don't know the situation in Europe or in American, but in China, the southern Chinese usually do not use these tools, but in northern Chinese, people always every family, every people's house, in their kitchen, they always want to use it, because they are very because their main food is just made of flour. They have to use that just to make many food they usually eat in their daily life.
Very good. Okay, good. Go ahead. Go to the next one, please.
Okay. The next one is the next tools is usually made of the stainless steel.
Oh, by the way, hold on. So the first one is called a roller.
Oh, just rollers? Oh my god.
Roller, but it's another name. Roller.
Roller.
Yeah.
The English name is so simple. It's so simple.
Right,
it's very
right,
good.
right.
Very simple for memory.
Yeah, I'll think of. I think there's another part to the name, but it's basically a roller.
Okay. I think it's enough.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
The next truth is first it's made of stainless steels or iron, and it usually have a wooden bar at the end of it, which can allow people to hold it, besides it just have a triangle shape with a little bit triangle shape hole just in the piece of the steel shape, and it is just at the end, just at the tip of another side of the middle part. The middle part usually is a very thin stick, and also is made of the steels. This tool is always used to when you want to fry some food in a pan or in a pork. Is it pork?
Yeah, a pot or a frying pan. Usually a frying pan.
Frying pan. Okay, frying pan. And you want to turn some food to another side, because you have to heat both sides of the food. Like you want to fry the steak, the pork, the fish, and sometimes in Chinese food, if you want to cook Chinese food, you also want to you also want to scramble the food very quickly and rapidly. You have to use these tools, because it is made of the steels, and the temperature can very quickly to deliver on these tools. So it can so this will not influence the temperature of the food when you are cooking them. And besides, the wooden bar can protect your hand not to be burned, not to be hurt, not to be burned by not to be burned by the high temperature. And it is very useful cookers in the kitchen, and we can always find it in every kitchen, because it's very useful. It's a very basic kitchen wire, and every cook needs this. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, go to the second row, the first item, the second row, first item.
Second row. Okay.
Oh, so that the previous one is called a spatula.
Spatula. How do you spell it?
Oh, I'll send it to you. Spatula. Okay.
Okay. Spatula. Okay. The second row of the first one. Okay. Okay. This tool is very useful in Western world. It's not especially for the American. They almost every people want to enjoy their dinner. They always need to use these tools. Talk about its shape. It's just made of steels, and it has the bar bar made of steels, and which can let people to hold it in the hand, and it's very similar to spoon, but then it's not like spoon. The difference is just at the tip of the steel bar. We all know the spoon is the spoon's tip is round, and with the shape the shape is round and with a space inside of it because it is in because it is just like a very little ball. But this tool's shape of the tape is just like the tools that can clean your hair. It has a little bit usually four very thin steel sticks at the tip of it, and sometimes it's very sharp, just like needles, and people can use it to people can insert it into make some food like sausages and potatoes, and which can let food holding the hand without just using hand to scratch it. Yeah, and of course, such shape is just such shape is just in imitation of some animals' teeth, like lion and tiger. They also have the sharp teeth in their mouths, and people imitate this situation to make this kind of tools for them to eat many food. We can also find it in some Western food restaurant or in almost Europe and American family. When they are having dinner, they have to use this. They have to use use these tools for them to have dinners. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, so now let's go to the second row, the first item, like the wooden piece, like a board. You see it?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so the second row, right?
Yes.
The first item. Row number two, right?
Wait, second. The second. Oh, okay.
No, second. So you're on page 30. So there's six rows, right?
Yeah.
So go to row number two. Row number two.
Oh, okay. And which one?
The first one.
Which line? Row 2 and the first one. I have just described it.
Yeah. That's what I'm. Did you say there was a wooden board, right? So that's called a cutting board. Okay. Go to the next one. Go to the second row, second item.
Yeah.
Second row, second item is a metal.
Yes.
Looks like a bell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do that on you.
Okay. Just as you said, it is a shape. It's just like a bell, and it's made of sometimes made of the stainless steels, and there's a bar on the top of it. By the way, at both sides of it, there's much more little round hole on the surface of it, and which can and in details just at the edge of every hole, there's very tiny kind of knife, just stated on the
Sharp, very sharp.
very sharp, and which can which can allow people to to let the food
peel the food or what?
Peel. I don't know what the peel means, but
Go ahead. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I want to say that people can put the food on the surface and just put it up and down, and which can let the food be cut in some pieces and in some very thin sticks. Yep.
It's a very small quantity.
Yeah, very small quantity. Yep. I think it decided to what shape of the hole is it. Yep.
Right. Very good. Yeah, depends on the shape, right? So a lot of times.
Yes.
You might have some vegetable.
Yes, vegetable like a carrot or like
exactly a cucumber.
A cucumber, yeah.
You want to take the skin off, right?
Yes. And it's very useful and convenient because without it, people have to use knife to cut it in the piece. It can spend too much time.
Exactly. So when you peel something, it means you take the skin off.
Peel means cut something into piece.
Peel means if you had the cucumber.
Yes.
You want to take the skin off, just the skin.
Yes.
Then you use a knife.
Okay.
But you can say, Garfield, can you peel that cucumber?
Okay.
Peel.
So it means that.
Go ahead.
Take the skin off it. Skin off it.
Right. Correct. To remove the skin means to peel the skin off.
Okay. Peel just the skin of the cucumber, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't eat that. Okay. You don't eat the skin, right? Oh, you do, or
for cucumber we usually eat the skin, but for like some fruit like orange or lemon we don't eat it.
Right.
Maybe.
Correct. Or carrot. Well, yeah. Okay, it's an option.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. So I don't know the specific name of that. The previous one is called a cutting board. Okay.
Cutting board. Yeah.
The wooden one.
That's perfect.
You use that to protect your table or to protect the kitchen. Now I forgot the name. The place in the kitchen where you cook. You prepare all the food on top of the special table in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
So you use a cutting board to protect the surface.
Yes.
To protect the surface of the table, so you use the cutting board. You cut on top of that. Exactly.
Yes.
But the second one, I do not know the specific name. Okay. No, but it's okay. You don't have to know the names. We're not. A lot of these we don't know. Okay, go ahead and do the next one. That was very good. Do the next one. That is kind of a turquoise object. Go ahead.
Sorry, which one?
Okay, row 2, the third item. Row number 2, item 3. It's a turquoise object, right? Turquoise means like bluish object, right? Bluish.
Bluish. What means bluish?
Blue. It's blue. The color blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Row 2.
Row 2, item 3.
Excuse me. Row means line, right?
Right, line. Correct. Row means line, right?
I always I just mistake it because I just think that row is just add another dictionary, not the line dictionary.
Okay, so this is kind of like, this is sort of like a mixture of objects. So we have columns and rows.
Yes.
To differentiate.
Yes. Okay.
So
Column and rows. Okay.
column
Okay.
is vertical.
Yes. Yeah. Vertical.
And then rows are horizontal.
Yes. Okay. Okay. The next one is the next blue. Bluish object. It is very big. I think compared to another one, another is very big, and it's round, and it's very deep inside of it, and it has very huge space of it. And it has two bars at both sides, and it also have a lid on the top of it. The shape is very simple, and people often use it to people always use it to cook a huge batch of the soup. Yeah, maybe like they have to use the whole chicken and the whole bunch of pork, or a very huge bone with the steak and pork inside of it. Yes, and no matter in the Western or the Asian food, it's also very useful because it is just used to cook soup. Yeah.
And what's the material? What is it made out of?
Usually it's also the stainless steel. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's special, right? So it won't burn.
Yes. Yes. Because in the soup they are very large sour object, which can, if you do not use the stainless steels as the material, this object can be rapidly destroyed by the soap.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Okay, that was good for warm up. Now let's go down to page 33. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, 30.
31.
37.
Oh, so the 7. Okay.
Yes. So the words are somewhat simple, okay?
Yes.
But the idea is the storytelling. So the idea is to, once you pick the keyword, find your story, visualize it, start describing your story until you feel comfortable, and then use the remaining words. Okay? All right? So try to stick with that order. So why don't we start with line 6, the first 3 words.
Yes. Okay, and also the rules is the same, right?
Correct. Yes. But remember, what's happening to some of our team members? They're getting too caught up with the words. You gotta. They're getting a little bit feeling. They look at the words too much. So the idea is to focus on your story. Once you found your story, right? Once you found what you wanna, the story that you want to describe. Focus on that first.
Yes. Okay.
And then after you're comfortable, then look at the words that you need to add. Okay. Okay. So you got so you were on page 37, line 6.
Line 6?
Row 6 or line 6, okay?
Okay. Row 6 and only the first 3 words, right?
Correct. Which are what are the words? Can you read them? Read the words.
Happiness, beautiful, and planet.
Yes, correct. Good. Just to make sure we're doing the same row.
Planet. Okay, Okay, I have searched for a memory and the keyword I want to choose planet because I have ever another story at the beginning because I have ever played a video game and the name is it is made of American and the name is Spawn, like the seed of some mushroom, the spores. The spores is a video game that imitate that you are a very low level creature in a single planet and you have to elevate elevate to the next step and grows to a very high level creatures and at the end of this and at the end of the final step you have to ride your spaceship to fly in the university and to reach to the circle of mukish. It's like this kind of video game, and they have 5 steps, and the final step, the 5th step, is just the university step. And at this step, you have to go to different planets. Some is so beautiful, but some is very super horrible. It's not uh, it will be very cool because it's very far from the star, or it's very hot because it's very near to the star. And your duty is just to uh, modi- uh, modify the planet to be a very moderate, to be a very to let it to hold a very nice and moderate uh, environment for the creature to live. Yes, and mm, and besides you will meet another creature in this space, cause at this at the world of the video game, if you reach to the final steps, you have to meet with another creature from another planet, from another star, and you have to communicate with it. Some of them are very kind, and they want to chase for the happiness. They want to make friends with you. But some is so aggressive. They want to battle with you. They want to make a war with you. They want to um, they want to they want to have your own planet and want to rule you and want to domesticate you. So you will meet many kind of creature in the space, and you have to use different method to keep communicate with them. And um and 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 I think it's a very it's a very novel. It's a very novel video game for me because uh, cause the cause the world is the world the world of the game is just larger. Um, as just explore. Oh, it's a little bit noisy. Sorry, it's a little bit noisy. It's a little bit noisy. You there. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, how about let's go to 11
Okay.
and let's do the first 4 words.
A contrast piece, several and usually.
Yes.
Mm, countries, please.
Actually, want me to change to another one?
Yeah, I want to change because because this forward just led me to think of something history, history happened in the past. It's not interesting for me. I think.
Okay. How about, let me see. How about 17?
Future happiness, attention, and the principle.
Yes.
Future happiness, attention, and principle. Okay.
If you cannot find one, we'll just change. So it's not a matter of, the words are easy, but you need to find it. And if you cannot, that's okay. We'll find another set, okay? We have plenty of words.
No. This four is okay. Because it's led me to think of a film, and the film is made of Pix cartoon. And the film is a cartoon and talks about a story between two robots. One is called Wally, and another is called Eve. I think you have watched it. Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes, and the meaning and the very deep scenario for this film in my mind is just at the end of it, because the principle of the spaceship. There's some human beings on that space has spent much several generations, and the principle, the present principle of that spaceship is about maybe 10 or 11 generation and at that time the people on the spaceship is so fat and just like a ball, very cute, and they almost had lost all the ability for exercising and all of the behavior they want to do is just instead of the robots. So they are always controlled by the robots, and at the end of it, the principle is just want to struggle with the whale robot at the controlling office. Yeah, the whale robot did not want people to go back to the Earth because Eve have just searched for the green planet on the Earth, and they want to go back, but that robot they want the people to go back. They want to control all of the human beings, but the principle is very strongly object to that robot, because he's saying that people have their own future and people want to chase for their own happiness. They cannot only controlled by the robot, because the human being are the owner of the robots. Is not the version. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the scenery, the principal is just locked in a room by the whale robot, and he want to escape out, and he just take a picture that he have heard green plants in his hand, but it is fake. Permit. It's just a pretend by a photograph, but that was truly tracked the wheel robot, and the wheel robot think as the truth, and which led the principal to escape from the room, and all the process of the fighting between them is delivered into all the peoples in the spaceship, and peoples realize that they want to fight, they want to back to Earth, they want to create a new life by their own hand, and I think this scenario is very moved to me. It's just one scenario. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Now you're using the word principal. I think more accurate would be the hero. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. No,
yeah,
but
he's a hero.
No, I understand when you say principal. That's correct. That is like the main person. But when we talk about more commonly, they use you can use the word hero. Probably more in general. Principal also, I could follow you. I could understand you, but hero probably be a little bit more accurate for that. Very, very, very good story.
But I want to use this word to mean that he is a captain, like he is a principal.
Yeah. No, I understand. He's like the main person, right? The leader, right?
Hero means that someone who do the very great job and who saved many people's life. I think it is hero, but not a leader for a group of people.
No, right. No, so the movie, right? When you're telling a story, usually it defines two main characters. One is defined as the hero, and one is the villain. Okay. So
hero
and the villain.
Villain.
The villain, the bad person. Okay. So.
Villain.
Yeah, the villain with villain. So when you tell a story, usually in the context of the good person, the person who's going to make the right decisions. This is this is referencing as the hero of the story.
Yes. Right? Okay. Yeah. Right.
The villain will be the bad person.
Yes. So okay. Like the big boss. Like a big boss. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Okay, let's go down to the mixing of level 7, page 40.
Okay.
All right. So here we're gonna start. Let me see. Let me give you. Hold on. Okay, how about lines? Okay, so I can say line 60 or row 60. It means the same in this context because you see the matrix, okay?
Yes.
If it was unclear, I would have to say row 60. Row 60 is very clear.
Yes. Life economy work on site plan. Head and craft. Okay.
Right. So row 60 or line 60. If you can do the first four.
First four, right?
Yes.
Okay. Life economy work on.
Page 40, right? Page 40, right? Yeah.
Let me think about it.
If not, I'll change it, okay?
Economy. I think I want to change because today I don't want to talk about big issue. Like economy is a very big issue for me.
Okay, no problem. How about line 62? but go do the first 1, 2, 3, 4, first 5.
Okay. Yeah, body for first page and exercise. Okay. That will be much easier for me. Okay. Just 5 words may let me think. So let me think. Remind me a very important period in my life, and it's just happened. It's just happened 1 year ago, and last year, April last year. At that period, I'm so impressed because and which led me and my mother both feel a little bit upset and I feel although I released my pressure of such such position, but this really gave my mother big trouble in his mind. But now he is okay. At that time, I feel so pressure because I have applied for the substantial for my semester, and which means that actually I don't know what should I do next. What should I do in the future? I ask every people's suggestion. I asked them for the advice, and one of my schoolmates, she is a graduate student in our college, and he recommended me to go to the gym for the body exercise. He told me that if you don't know what to do next, if you feel so pressure, you have to keep exercise. People usually want to drink alcohol or to smoke or want to smoke when they feel upset and when they feel so negative. But it's very terrible. It's just a negative circle. And when you drink alcohol and smoking too much, you will feel upset deeply, and you will drink more. It's very bad. So you have to go to gym for exercise. You have to jogging. You have to run. You have to do some physical exercise at that time. So I think it is right. But at that time I have never been to gym. I think because I'm very pro at physical exercising, and I'm very pro at sport. The first time I go to the gym, I was so nervous because all of the people in the gym they have very perfect figures and they have very strong muscles, and which will let me to feel that will let me lose my confidence, and I want to escape. But my schoolmate tell me, don't be worried. At everyone's beginning, everyone will feel that. You just say that, and he just point one people for me at the corner, and I found that it is a very fat man, but he is very enjoying in the exercise. And my schoolmate told that you see, he is also fat. He is also not so good figure, but you see, he is so positive, and not like you. He is so positive. He is very confident because he is very enjoying the physical exercise. So do more sports, exercise more can let you feel much positive. You have to keep positive. You have to make many happiness in your life, not sadness. And I try. And at the first time, I just follow him. What he do, and I do. What did he do, and I did. I did same. And I feel that when you sweater so much, and after that you take a shower, you will feel so relaxed, and you will find that every sadness is just threw out with the sweater. It feels so good. And when you go and leave when you leave the gym and go outside because it's summer, you will feel the air is so fresh, and you will feel your body is so light, and you will feel every sadness is on the other page. It's on the other page. That's so nice, and you can focus on your daily life, and you can focus on every happiness in your life. You will not to think of your pressure, your stress, your daily life. You just forget about it. So it's very magic. Just you want to make sport. So at the time I began to I began loving the sport. I began to loving the physical exercise. Even so now I don't have enough time. But if I really have very huge pressure, I will choose to go outside and jogging a little bit. And when I come back after taking a shower, I will feel always so relaxed. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Actually, America kind of learned about that because of the pressures of work. Most people,
Yes.
they do it like on a daily basis
Yes.
to keep up releasing the pressure. Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Right. Sometimes people want to lose their weight and they want to go gym, but they cannot insist it anymore. But when you hold such emotion that I don't want to make a very perfect figure. I don't want to lose weight. I just want to release. I just want to escape. I just want to escape of the pressure and the stress. You will love the gym. You will love the exercise. Yeah.
No, exactly. Very good description. Very good stories. I think definitely interesting. You're speaking very interesting topics, and it's good that you select the words, because you can speak about any story. So now you're at the point where you look at the words, and then you just have to select, the right story that makes sense. You don't want to be too serious. So now you're much more comfortable by looking at the keyword and then visualizing the story and saying, no, I don't want to talk about that one right now. This is really good. This is very, very, very good. This means that the visualization or finding the stories is much quicker. Very good. Very good.
Right.
So how do you feel about today's class, Garfield?
I think now I can very not completely, but I can speak much naturally and spontaneously than before, and
good.
Just like this, right?
Good. Now remember too, okay, so if you got it on page 48, again, it's a reminder of the exercise. If you have time, so the object technique you saw today, you did really well defining, and I don't know the name of some of those objects. No, a native speaker, they don't know the name of every object. We know the functionality.
Yes.
And we can, like, we know the name, but it'll take some time to get the correct name, but you have to be able to describe it. So that should give you confidence that when you speak, you don't need to know. You don't need to know the name of that proper name of every object, of every item, of every. You can just have the confidence to describe it. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Very good. So now I'm gonna one question I had about the German words. Do you need the das or there in the beginning in front of it like the? Do you need to have that part? Is that important?
Yes, really. Yeah, it's super important because
Okay, all right.
without it, I can't use any grammar of Germany.
Got it. Okay, so you need dar or days, whatever you say. You need that in front of the word, whether it's singular or plural. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. I'll generate that in a bit and send you a copy to look at. And if it looks good, then I'll do all the words, and then we'll see where it goes. Okay. So anyway, great class. Now, okay, hold on one second. Let me see. Okay.